Big load that's towing. We tow them all around here, even big graders. Gotta tow it back to the shop. Yeah, he's a little rough on the old clutch and blew the driveline out. Yay! Yeah, here we go again. Another big load tow. Big load towing on another rescue mission. We'll give ourselves a sidewalk plow. Oh yeah. Well, we got it out of the hole. Now time to load her up. Jeepers. Keep on trucking. That is success right there, my friends. Not a successful job of loadering. Load her in. Load her in. Yeah, baby. Well, here we are in big loading, trucking, towing. Got another one on the go. Trying to get the steer lock in place. That way she don't steer out of harm's way on us, you know, and drive off the trailer and all. Yeah! And make 3 or 4 today. Yeah.
And do not leave it to the government or the gatekeepers to decide whose content Canadians should be consuming and what content. As stated in the Financial Post editorial recently, and I quote, "If government bureaucrats get to choose what content to push on Canadians, there's a real risk the government will be tempted to use its filtering powers to silence its critics." End of quote. That may sound like a great idea to people in this chamber, especially in the context of what they consider to be hateful rhetoric on the internet or political views that are not appreciated. But will they be just as fond of it when it's not a Liberal government in power in a few months? With that, colleagues, I want to draw your attention to existing text of Clause 3 on page 8, line 31. It states that in Section Q, online undertakings that provide the programming services of other broadcasting undertakings should ensure the discoverability of Canadian programming services and original Canadian programs. My amendment will replace the word ensure with allow. Doing so would encourage online platforms to make Canadian content available, but without forcing a streamer like BritBox out of the Canadian market. Furthermore, it doesn't entirely remove the reference of discoverability, but replaces the word ensure with allow, in order to give flexibility to the platforms so they can avoid algorithm manipulation. The second part of my amendment affects Clause 10 on page 14, lines 26 to 30. Outlining CRTC's obligation to regulate as follows: the presentation of programs and programming services for the selection of the public, including showcasing and the discoverability of Canadian programs and programming services such as original French language programs. My amendment will remove all of the text after for selection by the public. I am moving this amendment to Bill C-11 in one more attempt and a last-ditch effort to protect the right of Canadians to determine what they post and what they see online. It will remove for online platforms the threat of having the government or the CRTC dictate their algorithms should be or what content should be prioritized while making other content less discoverable. Essentially, allow Canadians their choice and allow the system to function as Canadians want it to in terms of what they see, what they hear, and what they post. With that, colleagues, I move that Bill C-11, as amended, be not now read a third time, but it be further amended in Clause 3, as amended by the decision of the Senate on December 14, 2022, on page 8, by replacing line 31 with the following: allow the discoverability of Canadian program. B, in clause 10, as amended by the decision of the Senate on December 14, 2022, on page 14, by replacing lines 27, 30, 230 with the following: services for selection by the public. Thank you, colleagues, and thank you for your consideration.
Yeah.